No.
Are you scared? That's usually how they respond.
Happy day from the start of the West Coast Trail. We're a couple kilometers in, getting a lot of these fun ladders and boardwalks, and it's awesome. I'm so glad that you chose to join us, and I hope you stick along for the rest of these next 6 or 7 days. As you probably noticed, day one is a whole lot of ladders, boardwalks, and I love all that kind of stuff. It's really cool to be doing a hike that has like ladders and stuff like that. We're just about the end of our day one. We're about to turn towards the ocean. We're about 1 kilometer from our camp. It's called Thrasher Cove. There should be some other people down there. It's one of the main camps. So, cheers to a good day, and we will see you at camp. Should be a nice flat spot to camp for the night, and nice and close to the water, but not so close we're gonna get flooded out when the tide comes in. All right, all set up for the night. Check that out. Nice flat spot. I think I'm just gonna go relax on the beach a little bit. It's a nice sunny day, which is rare on the coast. Get some sun. Hopefully de-pain my muscles and have some dinner later. It was a great day. It was a tough day, but a rewarding day. It sure cooled off quick. It's getting around dinner time, like 6 o'clock, I think. Due to weight constrictions, I don't have any beer. I'm so sorry. But you should go grab one. But what I do have, a little cocktail mix here. Wayne Gretzky 99 whiskey, Crystal Light, and water. That's as good as it gets on this trip. Next best thing. Cheers, guys. Not bad. Oh yeah, day one is complete. And today was a challenging one, and we barely even covered any distance. So right here, the question mark is where we did our orientation. Then we crossed this little river here in the boat. And right where that A is kind of is where we started up that very first slightly scary ladder. And off we went on this inland trail. We didn't see any beach today until we got to camp. Right here was where the donkey engine was, right at kilometer 72. About 3 kilometers into it, which felt like 10 kilometers into it. Past the highest point on the West Coast Trail, which is 213 meters. And then got to this junction where if we were continuing on, which would have been crazy, we'd keep going, but we chose to take this 62 stories, I believe, the equivalent to 62 stories to go from here down to the beach, mostly with these steep ladders. And we made our way down to Thrasher Cove, which is where we are now for the night. And it's a beautiful spot, a beautiful day, and I am excited to see what tomorrow has in store. Good morning, friendos. As you'll see in a moment, it is another extremely gorgeous day here on the west coast of Vancouver Island. It's about 8 o'clock. My dad already started trekking. He woke up a bit early, so he left about 15 minutes ago. I'll be shortly behind him. Just have a tea to work on and finish packing up. But it is going to be a great day. The hike starts on the beach for the first about 4 kilometers. This is one of the most important points to be aware of, the tides. Owens Point. It can be really impassable at times, so I'm making sure it's timed just right. And then we go inland for a bit. And we should end up I think doing about 12 kilometers today. So let's get going. Whew. So far, this is a lot less about cardio and a lot more about how not to break your ankle on slippery rocks, because this isn't a nice flat sandy beach, that's for sure. we are just about to approach Owens Point, or Owen Point, which I mentioned is the most restrictive place to get across with the tides and everything, so had to time it just right. I have not caught up to Fatherton yet. He must be having a pretty good pace, but apparently I'm told when you go through Owens Point you have to go through a cave, so that might be kind of cool, but I will show you when we get there in a momento. Hello.
Hi.
Beautiful day.
Beauty gorgeous.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. We just turned inland off the beach, got 10 kilometers into it. Now we're doing a lot of this boardwalk kind of stuff, and our next pit stop we should be getting to Camper Bay Beach in a few kilometers here. We made it to Camper Bay, I believe it's called. This is where the second campsite is, but we're gonna push through and try to make camp at Cullite camp tonight. But there is this cool kind of trolley deal to cross the river, even though the river's pretty low right now. I'm having trouble resisting the urge to take the fun way across, so might be doing that. I just stopped, it's around noon. Ate some oatmeal for lunch. I just had a bar for breakfast, but I was feeling kind of hungry. Daddy-O kept going. I might catch up to him, I might not, but we have about 4 more kilometers to go with lots of ladders coming up. So let's have some fun. We just hit the 60-kilometer mark, which means that we have done 15 kilometers and that we have 2 more before being done for the day and getting to camp, Collate camp. Oh, Nelly, we've almost made it. These are the final sets of ladders that go down to our camp tonight. About 3 or 4 sets of these that will bring us to sea level, and then we get to call it a day. Well, this is camp for the night. Just not quite set up. We're taking a little break. Got some good rubbage going on from my pack, but I guess I should say not the good kind of rubbage, so bad rubbage. Nothing that I can't push through though. If that's the worst that happens to me, I'll be happy. Doesn't get a whole lot better than this. Dinner time at camp. So we started off the day right here at Thrasher Cove on the water, and we made our way along this long and challenging boulder field. Here is Owens Point, where the cave was that we got to walk through. And then a little bit after Owens Point, we had to make our way to the inland trail. We passed by B and took the A option. On the inland trail, we kind of came way up and then down to Camper Creek, where that camp was with the tram going across the water there, where I stopped for some oatmeal. We didn't camp there, but we kept going all the way down to Collate Creek, which is where we're at now. This nice, beautiful little camp spot. I would highly recommend it. There's only a few other people, and it's just beautiful. So that was our day. It was long and challenging, but amazing. To day 3 on the West Coast Trail. It is a foggy day. The sun is gone, folks. It's chilly, but not too bad. At least it's not raining. All packed up. It's, I think, around 7 o'clock. And time to get going. Time to climb up out of here. We have a bunch of ladders ahead of us, and it's gonna be a fun day, so let's go. And here we go again. Ladders galore. Whew, made it to the top. Apparently this creek is the tallest for ladders. And now we're just gonna walk across some level stuff, some boardwalks and stuff up high here. And then in about 2 kilometers, we'll be descending down into Logan Creek. Kind of the same thing with ladders. And apparently there's a really cool suspension bridge that they just built in 2018 that we'll get to cross. So I will see you there, and hopefully we don't fall off the bridge. We have arrived at Logan Creek at the suspension bridge, which looks kind of cool today in the fog. It's a good long one. That's sweet. That was super cool. Well, here we are, about to descend into Walbran, which has a big camp as well, but we're going to pass through it today. At the last major set of ladders. I see 3. I'm going to actually count the rungs this time, just out of curiosity. But apparently after these, the ladders do not really exist so much, so we'll see if that's true or not. 67 rungs to take us down to Walbran. And goodbye, ladders. Welcome to Walbran. Made it across Walbran and now doing some awesome beach walking. It looks really cool with this fog out. And it is kind of nice having a little less heat. It's supposed to rain off and on today and tomorrow, so we'll see. Refuel break. It's awesome walking along the ocean now. I'm still trying to catch up to Dad though. He keeps thinking he's slower than me, so he leaves way earlier, but he ends up being way ahead, so I'll eventually hopefully make up some time and catch up to him, but for now, gotta fuel up. Finally caught up to Dad. We just arrived. This is called Carmona campsite. There is a little trolley tram type deal here, but we're gonna try to get across by foot. And then that point out there is where the Carmona Lighthouse will be. So I'll be showing you Carmona Lighthouse shortly. But first we're just gonna try to get across this. We have arrived. We're almost at the lighthouse, but here is the famous Chez Monique's burger place, which is obviously not open today, so no burgers for us. I think she's out of town. But we are very close to the lighthouse. And just when we thought we were done the ladders, we got a surprise one that led up to the lighthouse, but unfortunately it's closed, so we can't actually go to the lighthouse. We're just gonna go back down to the beach. But oh well. But we're back on the beach, only about another kilometer or so till we get to camp for the night. This will be camp for the night. Here is our setup El Campo for the night. Nice distance from the water. Actually, you just missed a pod of orcas out there breaching, which was super cool, but I couldn't, they were just far enough that I couldn't zoom in enough, but pretty sweet spot. I do declare. So we started our day here at the beautiful Collate Cove, just this nice little small secluded campground, and Cullite getting down to it and then getting back out of it apparently is the highest series of ladders along the whole trail. So we started our day off with some nice tall ladders, came across here, got to Logan Creek, which was the nicest surprise because we didn't have ladders, we had instead that awesome new suspension bridge. So we crossed the suspension bridge here at Logan Creek, right around kilometer 56. Came across, went down into Walbran, and then was able to walk along the beach here. Took some ladders down into Walbran, walked along the beach. Came all around Vanilla Point, and we did a lot of distance today. I have to actually move the map this time. Then here we had Carmona Point, which is where the lighthouse is that we weren't able to see, unfortunately. And right around here is where Chez Monique's is, the burger place. We came around here. And landed for the night where we are now at Cribbs Creek. So we covered a lot of distance today, but it was easier distance than the last 2 days because it was a lot flatter, and minus those huge series of ladders at the start of our day today, it was a lot more flat beach walking. So it was a great day and nice to kind of not have quite as much terrain.